10 reasons why the Volkswagen Arteon is better than you might think. As automotive enthusiasts and regular people alike, we are living in a world dominated by crossovers, hybrids, and electric cars. While these days, crossovers seem to be getting better by the minute, there is still a solid chunk of buyers left that want something a little more traditional. Volkswagen has become somewhat of a laughingstock in North America because they don't seem to understand the market demands. One car that could be seen as a testament to that is the Arteon. Even though no one seems to want four-door coupes anymore, the Arteon is actually a lot better than you might think. 10. Easily one of the best-looking VWs. Almost every automaker has made a car that they can describe as beautiful at some point in history. Volkswagen, while they have made good-looking cars, they weren't truly head-turning and groundbreaking. After all, VW has always kept it safe when it comes to designs. Even the Arteon's predecessor, the Passat CC, played it relatively safe. With the Arteon, we can finally say that Volkswagen has made a gorgeous-looking car. The design is simple but effective, and the roofline and other touches add even more to it, making it one of the most head-turning everyday cars. 9. A breath of fresh air in a world of SUVs. Volkswagen started taking the SUV market seriously only recently in North America, with the Atlas, the new ID.4, and the upcoming Taos. Some people struggle to understand why VW is marketing the Arteon in North America, as it's basically intended for a market that no longer exists. While the four-door sedan market is mostly extinct, and its remnants are all over the Mercedes CLS or the fast, equally niche CLA, there are a fair few people who are fed up with the omnipresence of SUVs and crossovers. The Arteon, with its rakish styling and no discernible SUV-derived anything anywhere, definitely feels like an antidote. A breath of fresh air. 8. There's now a wagon, but not in North America. Another example of foreign automakers not offering a wagon version of a model in North America. Because there weren't enough of those already. As part of the 2020 facelift for the Arteon in Europe, Volkswagen introduced the ultra-niche shooting brake. It's slightly longer than the sedan, but it adopts a station wagon body style. It looks gorgeous, arguably even better than the fastback. Although we can understand why Volkswagen didn't bring this over to the United States, as the sales would equate to roughly zero, it's nice that VW is offering it elsewhere, while giving a select few enthusiasts in North America something to daydream about. 7. It's a used bargain. Even though people love to make fun of Volkswagen in some cases, they have always offered pretty good value for money. The Arteon is no exception, but you have to look a little deeper into it to understand why it's a bargain. A brand new Arteon SE will set you back around $37,000 brand new, while a top-level SELR line is around $47,000. Now, $37,000 is just $2,000 shy of a brand new Kia Stinger V6, which is arguably a better car. But, if you prefer the styling of the Arteon, used examples have started to dip below $30,000, including loaded SEL premium models with AWD. The same applies if you're based in Europe. 6. There's now a frugal hybrid. Volkswagen hasn't yet outlined plans to bring this over to the United States, but it would make a lot of sense, as a plug-in hybrid powertrain could make it more appealing to whatever's left of the sedan, four-door coupe buyers. The Arteon e-Hybrid was introduced along with the 2020-21 facelift. Like so many of the VW Group's plug-in hybrid models, it uses essentially the same powertrain as the VW Golf GTE. A 1.4-liter turbocharged gasoline engine is paired up with an electric motor, allowing for around 36 miles, 59 kilometers, on the electric motor. There's also 215 HP to play with. 5. The interior is clean, functional, and great to be in. One other trend in the automotive industry that we see more often than not is the constant push to make interior designs interesting and cool. From piano keys for infotainment shortcuts to magnets on the dashboard, automakers are outdoing each other with who can make the coolest interior. While it has paid off in a lot of cases, sometimes, people just want simplicity. The Arteon doesn't care about swanky interior designs. It looks nice, but not too crazy, it's functional, well-made, and nice to be in. The facelift made things even better, thanks to an updated virtual instrument cluster, an updated infotainment system, and cleaning up the dash thanks to the removal of the rather pointless analog clock in the middle. 4. Excellent tech and features. Sure, there's no autopilot or scanning the road ahead to adjust the suspension. But, the Arteon has all the latest tech and cool features that you could want, especially in the latest facelift. The infotainment system now has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as 2 USB ports. You can also spec a Harman Kardon audio system, as well as 30 different colors of interior ambient lighting. There's also VW's highly configurable active info display, with the ability to show full-screen navigation. Other cool features include power-adjustable seats with memory settings, and a tri-zone climate control system with rear-heated seats. 3. Top-notch safety. While the latest Arteon hasn't been tested by the NHTSA yet, it has already received their top safety pick seal of approval. With the latest generation of safety systems and tech in the new Arteon, that's no surprise. For 2021, the Arteon finally receives a 360-degree camera system, which is useful considering that it isn't especially small. Adaptive cruise and lane keep assist come as standard on SEL models, and there's also forward collision warning, rear cross-traffic alert, and auto emergency braking as well. 2. It's very good to drive. While it may not set the world on fire, the Arteon is as good to drive as any MQB-based VW product. It's sure-footed, stable, and the 280 HP 2.0-liter TSI engine pulls really well. With available 4-motion AWD, there's also a fair amount of grip as well. It's not fun in the true sense of the word. For that, a far more expensive BMW 5 Series or Kia Stinger is a better option. But, if you're the type of buyer that wants a good-looking car that's good to drive, and one where you simply want to enjoy the experience rather than constantly giggle, the Arteon is a pretty good bet. 1. There's an R version now. You may notice a pattern developing, but yes, Volkswagen hasn't said anything about bringing the Arteon R over to North America. It seems unlikely, and that's a shame, because this could potentially be another ace up the Arteon's sleeve to make it more appealing to customers. Available in both regular and shooting brake forms, the R gets AWD as standard, as well as the same 316 HP 2.0-liter EA888 engine as the Volkswagen Golf R, for a reported 0 to 60 time of around 5 seconds. As well as that striking blue paint, the Arteon R gets the same torque vectoring system as the Golf R, as well as various tuning, which should, in theory, make it more fun to drive,